Is a DYU T1 electric bike worth buying in 2024? I will give you the answer at the end of the video. And now I decided to try an urban electric bike from DYU company with the model name T1. Even though this e-bike was released last year, I think it looks awesome in 2024. I mean the design. As for performance, let's talk about that in this video. When you buy any electric bike, you get it in a box. So let's start by unpacking and assembling it. Although the DYU T1 is a compact electric bike, its box is quite heavy. I am lucky to have a brother, so we can unbox and assemble the bike together. In fact, the DYU T1 comes semi-assembled because one wheel is already installed. However, we still need to install the front wheel, handlebar, seat, and other stuff. Before doing this, all transportation fasteners and protections must be removed. Now let's install the front wheel. First, we need to remove the white plug on the front fork. We don't really need that plug and black nuts anymore. And now take the wheel, make sure the brake disc is on the left side of the bike and install it on the front fork. To fix the wheel, we need nuts with round heads. You can find them in a cardboard box. There's a lot of different stuff to assemble the bike, such as wrenches and hex keys of different sizes, screwdriver, user manual, battery charger, keys to remove the battery, tail light and reflector. So using ball head nuts and wrench, fix the front wheel. To make the bike look like a bike, we also need to install the handlebar. First lift and lock the main tube. Now you need to take the right size hex key and unscrew the mount on top of the tube to insert the handlebar. Make sure the handlebar is exactly centered and tighten the mount using the same hex key. You know the handlebar already has brakes handles, bell and others. But you can optionally install a thumb throttle. You know throttle is illegal in some countries, and it is good. It is removable here. I will keep it. So the bike is almost ready, but we still need to unpack and install the seat. The pedals are also sealed, so we open them up and install them. Pay attention to the left and right marks on them. By the way, pedals are foldable, which is very convenient for transporting the bike. We will talk about this a little later. The DYU T1 also comes with front and rear fenders. I think it is better to install them, so the bike doesn't get you dirty while riding in the rain. In addition, the front headlight is attached to the front fender. As for the taillight and reflector, they are attached to the seat tube. The taillight is not automatic, unlike the headlight, and it is manually activated by a button at the bottom. Finally, the electric bike is ready, and we can ride. You know, the DYU T1 is positioned as a compact electric bike, but it is definitely not kids' bike. It is designed for people between 1.6 and 1.95 meters tall. The maximum length of the bike is 15-20 millimeters. When the bike is folded, it is only 850 by 480 by 780 mm. The frame, handlebar, and even pedals fold up, so you can easily fit it in the trunk of your car or even take it with you on public transport. However, the weight of the bike is 22.2 kilograms, so you won't be able to carry it in your hands for a long time. One of the main features of a DYU T1 electric bike is the design. It has a single-piece frame, and I don't see any welding spots. I like that the frame looks solid from the front wheel to the rear wheel. There is only a seam in the center of the frame, but the frame wouldn't fold without it. Talking about tires, they are 20 inches. I tested an electric bike last year with the same 20 inches tires, but they looked much bigger because they were thick. The thickness of the DYU T1 tires is 2.125 inches. As I said before, this is a city electric bike for riding on the flat road, so it doesn't need big, fat wheels. When it comes to safety, the DYU T1 has front and rear mechanical 160 mm disc brakes. Although hydraulic brakes would be better, I am satisfied with the brakes on this electric bike. The DYU T1 is an electric bike with a torque sensor and even thumb throttle, but it has a 7-speed transmission from Shimano. Even if your bike's battery dies, you will be able to ride home comfortably by pedaling and shifting gears. By the way, the transmission has a metal protection, so when you put the bike in the trunk, it will not damage. Getting back to safety, the DYU T1 has a headlight, which is activated with a button on the handlebar, as well as a taillight. You can turn it on by pressing the button at the bottom. The bike also has a rear reflector and reflectors on each wheel. As for the seat, I would say it has a classic shape and it is quite comfortable. You can adjust the seat in height. On the other hand, the seat should have shock absorption, but no matter how much pressure I put on it, it doesn't move. Now let's take a look at the handlebar. First, it has anti-slip handles that are comfortable to hold. Then we have front and rear brake handles. There is also a bell next to the left brake. As I showed earlier, I installed the thumb throttle. I know that the throttle is illegal in some countries, but I really like it because I can ride my bike without pedaling. Finally, there is a controller on the left side of the handlebar. A long press on the button starts the bike. We can also see the battery charge level, low, medium, and high. In addition, one press of the button turns the headlight on and off. Unfortunately, the DYU T1 doesn't have a computer on the handlebar, so we cannot see speed, distance, or any other ride information. I think this problem can be solved with the app on your smartphone, but you still need to buy a phone holder. You know, I have already told you almost everything about this bike except the battery. It is located under the seat. You can charge the battery without removing it from the bike. Just open the rubber plug on the side and connect the charger. However, it is much more convenient to remove the battery and take it with you to your home or office. To do this, you will need to insert and turn the key and then pull the battery up. The sticker on the battery warns you to use only original 42 volts charger. The battery capacity is 10 ampere-hour or 360 watts-hour and the voltage is 36 volts. The manufacturer promises up to 55 km range, but it is in pedal assist mode. If you use thumb throttle and do not pedal at all, the battery will last for about 25 km. I think it is good for a compact electric bike. By the way, the full battery charge takes 5-6 hours. I haven't said anything about motor yet, but I think you understand that it is not a super powerful bike. The DYU T1 has 250 watts rear hub motor, To be honest, I don't think an urban e-bike needs a more powerful motor, because in a city you ride with other road users, such as pedestrians, car drivers, etc. The maximum speed of the DYU T1 is 25 km per hour. That's quite enough for a city electric bike. The main feature of this e-bike is a smart torque sensor. It measures your pedal force and regulates the motor power output. For example, if you ride in a straight line, the bike's motor helps you a little, but when you ride uphill, the motor turns on to the maximum power and you can climb up without any effort. Moreover, the electric bike went uphill with the thumb throttle without me pedaling. I think that's very decent for a 250 watts motor. So first, the DYU T1 electric bike caught my attention with its design. I love that one-piece frame from the front to the rear wheels. The bike looks stylish, doesn't it? In addition, it is quite compact and foldable, so it is perfect for the city. The DYU T1 is very comfortable for me, with my height of 178 cm and a weight of 70 kg. The 250 watts motor allows you to reach a maximum speed of 25 km per hour, which is enough for city riding. The electric bike is equipped with a torque sensor which helps you pedal, but you can also use thumb throttle and ride without pedaling at all. Finally, the 10 ampere-hour battery is enough for city trips because it provides a range of up to 55 km. By the way, at the beginning of the video, I was wondering if the DYU T1 electric bike is worth buying in 2024. My answer is yes. It is cheaper than last year.